It's Wednesday. We not only do One Hit Wonder Wednesday, we also do our fun with our girl and yours. Belle, do you know what our girl's name is?
Are we talking about Jess or Kylie?
Where does she go to school?
I think they both went to White.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. They wouldn't go to White.
Yeah.
They went to Brown.
They would definitely have not gone to White. That's for damn sure.
Hi, I'm Kylie, and here are 4 similarities between the U.S. today and 1930s Germany. Number 1, purges in the federal government. This year, we've seen mass firings in the government as well as retaliation against Trump's enemies. This is eerily similar to what happened in the late 1930s in Germany. Number 2, a failed insurrection. When Trump supporters stormed the Capitol in 2021, this is uncannily similar to what happened in Germany. The most unsettling similarity is that once the leader gets a light sentence, then those who led the insurrection are released, which is exactly what happened in the U.S. Number 3, people start to go missing. In Chicago, I know many people who have relatives who've been deported and there is no word from them. We have no idea where they've been sent, and in this case, they serve as a sort of militaristic Gestapo-style secret police. And number 4, general disdain for human rights under one unifying leader. This is arguably the most concerning, especially because he continues to joke about a third term. People always say it could never happen in the U.S. except for the fact it is actually happening. People are going missing, people are being attacked, and this is a very serious and dangerous time for many people right now. So please stay informed.
Stay informed, guys. Stay informed. Kylie wants you to stay informed.
Pretty sure she's lying about knowing anybody missing.
Yeah, I know. Maybe she's a substitute teacher. Maybe somebody came home, came to her class and said, my uncle, he took off, or we can't find. Doesn't mean they were snatched off the streets. Doesn't mean they weren't either. But the whole, there's 3 million people that have just disappeared, like it's Thanos snapping his finger.
Yeah, with the jewels.
With the jewels. Got to have the jewels. I wonder if you get a pick. What if I want to keep, I like this guy. I like this gal. Is there something in the jewels that will say, we're going to keep you. We're going to get rid of this one over here?
That I don't know.
Yeah. And here's the other thing. Is there a weight limit? Right? Let's say they come over here and they're like, man, America's kind of chunky. We can't get rid of as many people as we thought.
Boy, they're fat.
Yeah. I've often wondered during Star Trek when they try to beam them up. It's like... Not very nice, Chad. So this guy's really a wuss, which is kind of hilarious. But he's talking about the big article, speaking of white women, because it's very much a white woman thing, that was in British Vogue.
Vogue just posted an article saying having a boyfriend is embarrassing. I think for men, this is a wake-up call. To the smart, independent woman, good salary, nice place, we provide no benefit. We are no longer the priority. In fact, we're probably a burden to them. We need to realize having a girlfriend is a privilege, and our duty is to raise them up and make them the most successful version of themselves. That might mean doing the laundry and picking up the dishes. It might mean working harder to support them so they can go back to school. It might mean just focusing on ourselves more to be the best versions of ourselves, to inspire them to want to do the same. I think a healthy relationship involves both people raising each other up to be the best versions of themselves and doing whatever they can to support that person to be able to do that. Right now, I don't think men are doing that. I think men don't really provide a benefit. We need to figure out how to provide that benefit so we are no longer embarrassing.
What a bitch that guy is. I can't believe you said that. It's true. That guy's such a wuss. You know what he is? He's two things. Either he really believes that, or this dude he is the master player. I really care about you. I think you're a strong woman and you're hot. But so this British Vogue article, I read the damn article, but everywhere the controversy that having a boyfriend is embarrassing. Okay? So all these women, what did they do? They head to the internet to air their grievances like it's Festivus for the rest of us about how much men suck. Okay? How much
Serenity now! Serenity now!
And there's so many of them out there telling their horror stories.
It is embarrassing for most women to be in a heterosexual relationship with most men because the only thing that most men can offer most women is validation. That's why Vogue had it right, because that is inherently incredibly embarrassing and should make you want to peel your skin away from your body. It's not embarrassing to have a husband or to have a boyfriend. But there is a reason that there is so much content available, hundreds to thousands of videos with hundreds of thousands to millions of likes and comments of women commiserating of what it's like to be in a heterosexual relationship. And it's because the vast majority of the experiences are negative. The gaslighting, the lying, the cheating, the micro-cheating. Trying to teach the concept of empathy to a grown man. The 50-50 financial split, even though they do not split any of the house care, child care, relationship care. The list goes on and on, okay? The weaponized incompetence, like I could go on forever. And I'm not just firing shots, I'm speaking from experience, from very lived experience. When you realize that the most confident people do not give a about being in a relationship, it's because they understand this. If a relationship can't provide anything to you besides validation that you're desirable in some capacity, that is embarrassing. And most modern day men, not all, okay, but a lot of them do not provide anything beyond that.
Oh, wow. We don't. We suck. We're awful. First of all, shut up. Let's be honest, okay? You're there. I've had bad experiences. Isn't it funny that a lot of people are like, I've had all these bad experiences with all these men. I was like,
it's always somebody else's
fault. Yeah. You know, what's the common denominator? You, right? You're a common denominator. Or, you know, because you don't do anything wrong, right? Men are stupid. Men are horrible. Men are the worst. You hear all this crap all the time. And it started in the 80s. Remember in the 80s, it was all about the dumb dad. Here comes dumb dad who can barely do anything, can't dress himself. Okay, whatever. Men are embarrassing. Well, so I go and read the damn article. Wasn't what it was about. The article, you took headlines and you ran with it. None of you people read the damn article. The article was a lot of women. They don't like the fact that when they talk about their boyfriends, a lot of other people who don't have boyfriends or significant others, they get looked down upon by their peers. Like, oh, you can't do it on your own, so you have somebody else. And a lot of women who they just don't want to post because they feel like they're getting judged. By who? Who's judging? The guys aren't judging. We judge in a totally different way. We're like, she's hot. And that's it. We move on. Like, that's our judgment. And let's not pretend, guys. We're not like we're some deep thinkers. Come on. You know, we're great white sharks. We swim, we make little babies. It's kind of what we are. But this judgment, and like, what do you bring to it? Well, what do you bring to it? Just out of curiosity. Tell me what it is that you bring to the party. Because what I hear all the time is, I want a guy that's 6 foot, right? Remember that thing? 6 foot, blue eyes, in finance, right? Makes $500,000 or $1 million a year, 6-pack.
But I don't want him judging me on my appearance.
Yeah. You're 4 bills, lady.
4 bills.
If we're going to do this and you're going to judge me based on my height, my looks, and my money, your ass better be bringing some. And it better be banging, baby. I'm talking about your
Bounce
Pilates.
a quarter off that thing.
Yep, get back $1 after you bounce it off. You better be at the gym every day, looking every bit the part. You want to stay home and look the part, play the part, be the part? There better be something for that. There better be. That's the reality of it. You want the guys to be all these things, but you want to be able not to be all those things and say, I want all those things. That is insane. And I will tell you, ladies, who is building the robots? Not of the future, but of today. Men. What do you think they're doing? They're building the ultimate woman. She's beautiful. She's sweet. And if I'm over it, I could turn it off. Don't. Oh, God, yeah, that was very nice. What was the old saying that the pimp used to say? Men don't pay women for sex. They pay women to leave. I didn't say that. That was on that
Huggy Bear from Starsky and Hutch said that.
Yeah, but it was, God, what was the name of that that show? Was it Hose Up, Pimps Down? You remember that on like HBO?
Snoop Dogg says that a couple of times
Yeah.
in some of his songs.
And that guy that they interviewed, he's in San Francisco. He's like 143 years old. He's got like a snakeskin jacket on. He's like, women. Men don't pay women for sex. Men pay women to leave. Oh, pimpalicious. Just so sick of men suck. Men are awful. Men are horrible. That's fine.
It's the man's fault,
Always
baby.
the man. Everything's the man's fault.
You're a terrible person. Can you open this bottle of pickles for
Yeah,
me?
totally. Great. How did the women all die? They couldn't open up any of the jars. I always go back to when they sent 12 women to the island, right? And they sent 12 guys to the island. By the afternoon, the guys had worked out the hierarchy. They've got like, they're building, they've got like skyscrapers. They're building stuff. They got a fire. They got, they went and caught stuff with their bare hands. The women are just arguing with one another. And you're thinking they're going to die. And it's 80 degrees and they're going to freeze to death. It's not very nice. We all have different things. My wife accepts the fact that I dress like a 5-year-old and I have a palate of a 7-year-old. She accepts that fact. She accepts the fact that I am goofy and childlike. She accepts the fact for that. And I always tell everybody, relationships aren't 50-50. One day you may have to be 80% because they're struggling. The next day you may be 20%. They have to be 80%. It's a partnership. It's what both people can bring. But this whole men are stupid things. This is why nobody's reproducing.